Christmas is just a few weeks away, and as you put the final touches on your Christmas services, there are just a few things that can easily go unnoticed. Yeah, I know. You've worked on the message, the band is working on the music, your teams are getting ready to serve, but there are at least 5 critical mistakes that, left unnoticed, can mean you miss the potential of reaching new people at Christmas. So let's walk through each one. Number 1, underestimating the appeal to unchurched people. So if there's any time of year that unchurched people are going to show up at church, you know what it is? It's Christmas. Christmas is at the very top or near the top of that list. And why? Well, it's because Christmas is the last remaining holiday where the secular culture echoes, at least in little pieces, the Christian story. And yeah, I mean, Christmas is deeply commercialized. I get that. It's important, though, not to miss the fact that this is still happening. There's a cultural sync-up that doesn't happen at any other time of the year, right? Stores and streets are decorated with lights and Christmas trees and ornaments. Christmas cards are sent. Christmas carols fill headphones and speakers. And for every Jingle Bell Rock, there's a Hark the Herald Angels Sing or a Silent Night playing somewhere in the secular landscape. In other words, Christmas is top of mind. And for many people, it's also nostalgic, right? It reminds them of family and of their childhood and of simpler and better times. So it's pretty easy to be cynical and dismiss the culture's commercial, crassness of Christmas and that it's shallow and all that stuff. And you can do that, but you know what? Why not flip it and look at it differently? Yeah, it's all those things. It is crass at times, but a better approach is to realize that for at least a season, the culture is listening and perhaps open. The pump has been primed, and with the evangelism surge we're seeing recently, I think we could see a real harvest this Christmas. Yeah, we're in an era where only 1% of pastors say their church is excellent at outreach, but Christmas is an opportunity no pastor should ignore. Okay, number 2, not fueling your invite culture. In poll after poll, as many as 80% of unchurched people say they are open to coming to church if someone invites them. And if there's any pressure left to go to church as a family, even an extended family, you know when it happens? It's at Christmas, right? All right, everybody in the car, everybody come with me. We're going to go to church, right? Boomer and Gen X parents want to bring their adult kids and grandkids to services, and spouses ask their partners to come for the sake of the kids, right? So why not fuel this by making it easy to invite people to attend, right? Create a page on your website that's easy for people to find with SEO. Offer free tickets to your service just so you can, cap the attendance and make sure that everybody has a seat, but also to create commitment to attend, right? Don't sell tickets, but just do them for free, and then that creates an incentive for people to attend. And if there's ever a time to invite an unchurched person to church, guess what? Christmas is it. Number 3, being too contemporary. The challenge with doing Christmas services is that it's nostalgic for a lot of people, right? Mentioned that already. But one year when I was pastoring, I decided to make the service more relevant, and I modernized everything. I did it. The music, the message, everything was brand new. We ditched tradition and tried to express the timeless message of Christmas in a very modern way. I thought it would go over great. The services were packed out. I mean, we were breaking fire code that year, and it was filled with a ton of unchurched people. I even preached on my favorite Christmas text, John 1. Okay, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. It's so metaphysical. It's so awesome. That actually is my favorite Christmas text. So all the traditions were gone. No angels, no shepherds, no cradles, no wise men. Yeah, you're probably guessing where this went, right? Sounds great. No, it bombed. I mean, capital B, capital O, capital M, B, E, D, bombed. Nobody liked it. I didn't even like it. Lesson learned, all right? People have expectations at Christmas. They want to hear about angels and shepherds and mangers, and they want to sing Christmas carols. So go too contemporary, you lose people. But that leads us to number 4, being too traditional. So you must be thinking, well then, traditional must be the way to connect with people. Not so fast, all right? If all you deliver is the tradition of lessons and carols and warmth and nostalgia, people miss the earth-shattering nature of the coming of Christ, right? It becomes as comforting and innocuous as a warm blanket and cup of hot chocolate by the fire, and it doesn't really change lives. And as vanilla as a Hallmark Christmas movie. I know I'll get canceled for saying that, and just light me up in the comments. But you know what you need to do? You need to blend the two. You want to have some tradition, but you want to make it seem fresh. And when you do that, you know what the result is? Everybody gets exactly what they were expecting. No surprise, nothing to grip the mind and the heart, and what I've learned is this: provide the expected songs and the baseline message, but add a twist. So yeah, sing "O Come All Ye Faithful," but with more power, like really get the band into it, right? Preach Luke chapter 2, but this time highlight the scandal, the raw nature of the story, all right? Like if you're getting into the biblical narratives, get into dirty shepherds, right? Get into teen pregnancy, shepherds that you wouldn't trust your kids with, the fact that there was no place for a king, a raging tyrant on the throne, and that way, people are like, wait, that's the Christmas story? So they get the Christmas story, but they're getting it in a way that they want, and you're delivering what they need. The life-altering nature of the true gospel is hitting people. Number 5, and this one's super practical, forgetting to follow up. If you have dozens, hundreds, or thousands of unchurched people attending your Christmas services, but you've got no follow-up, then what you end up with is a bunch of unchurched people attending your Christmas services. They may be back next year, but probably not. Nope, because you haven't followed up with them. Now, think about Christmas Eve, right? Most of them are heading off to family dinners. That's followed by a week of holiday noise, and New Year's Eve, followed by work and back to school and back to routine. So even if they had a personal experience Christmas Eve, so much has been erased by the time the new year hits. So here's what you want to do. You want to have a QR code or a welcome card, and everybody fills it out, and you give them a gift. You give them a t-shirt or coffee mug or something for Christmas. And then once they submit that, you automate a follow-up sequence via email or text. You want to highlight the series you're starting in the new year, welcome them, tell them that they're personally invited. See, a follow-up system helps people turn that spiritual moment into a spiritual journey. Now, you want to have that all teed up Christmas Eve, because guess what? When your services are over, all your staff's going home, and you're going to have a few days where you'll forget about it if that's not pre-programmed. Here's the good news. It's not too late. Sure, Christmas is coming up quickly, but there's still time to make these 5 changes. So avoid these 5 critical mistakes, and you may just head into this Christmas better positioned than ever to reach more unchurched people and to get them coming back and seeing their lives changed in the new year. Hey, if this was helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more content like this. And if you want practical tools and a Christmas outreach toolkit, you can get it inside my Art of Leadership Academy. You can subscribe absolutely free today. Just click the link. Thanks so much for watching.